What a get. 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 This is amazing right here.
Pinch.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Court. It's a free on-court drilling session, as you can see right there on the court. Sudsy Matrick and Landon Frank. We've got Simone has told us that Sudsy is mic'd up. Suds, can you hear me?
I can hear you, everybody. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Tell us what's going on right now and who you're with.
Yeah, so I'm with Landon Frank right here. Landon is the son of Mark Frank, our wonderful Frank Hotels, sponsored Dear Friend. And we're going to get a little training, a little drilling session in. You know, Landon is just like one of us. He fell in love with the sport in October. Was it October, Landon? When he came to the Treasure Coast. So Landon came out to a Treasure Coast event with his dad. And since October, there's not many people in the world that I know that have been on the court more than Landon. You know.
So, Suds, what are some of the things that we may see that you're working with Landon?
Yeah, so today, you know, Landon's going to Colorado. He's going to the KWM World Singles and Doubles in Highlands Ranch, which can't wait. It's going to be great. You know, he wants to play these tournaments. I'm big on you got to compete. You have to compete as much as possible and get out too, right? Like not just the players in your club. Because then you're never really going to know where you're at. And Landon's a competitor. He wants to compete. So today we're going to keep it very basic. You know, Landon's just getting going. We'll do a lot of, get that racket up, right? I don't want you waving at it. I'll do a lot of fundamentals. There'll be a lot of fundamentals. I'll have him hitting the ball down the line a lot. I'll be dropping it out of my hand. You know, a controlled environment. And then I'll get him moving more. Landon, what division you gonna play in Colorado? B and C? Okay. So yeah, the B and, you know, Leo, you know, historically, B's probably, you know, besides the pros, that's tough right there. One of the toughest divisions to compete in. You got a lot of sandbaggers in there.
Yeah, so
right now,
go ahead, Suds.
Just a little racket control for Landon. You know, he's really strong, really athletic. I want him to be able to control the ball too. I told him he's not allowed to let the ball get to the back wall. Mm-hmm. Keep him smooth, stop him from overhitting. That's a beautiful swing right there, though. That's a good shot. It's not one I almost take it and keep. Good. So I just want him to control the ball here. I don't want him to skip.
So, Suds, we're going to let the chat room fill up a little bit with some people. It's Monday morning. Thank you guys. Another impromptu training session. This is free. It's complimentary. Landon has agreed to let us film this. Of course, Sudsy wants to do it. So, hey, if you want to support the show, go to Venmo at SudsyM. I'll put the link up here shortly. If you have questions for Sudsy about training, even if it's not about KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Championships in altitude, ask those questions in the chat. We would appreciate it.
Same thing. Keep that racket in front of you, okay? Just keep that racket up and set and ready in front of you, and just keep that ball in play. Keep it in control. Keep it from going back behind you too, okay? Don't wave at it. Control it. Good. Nice and quiet. You want to be quiet. Oh, what a shocker. One of my players has a backhand splat.
So this is awesome stuff, guys. I hear Sudsy speak and I stop talking. That's because why? I want to hear. I want to listen. I want to know too. So if you have questions, type them in the chat. I'll answer them directly. He's got an earpiece in. Simone says he's all mic'd up. He's ready to go. And Simone said to start the clock, we only get to go till about 9:15. Super excited to be going to Denver myself. As you can see, I got one of the event shirts on for KWM Gutterman. So let's watch and listen.
Like that, right? Just because you hit one nice and clean and it feels like a pro shot like that was flat and hard and good pace, you don't want to swing harder at the next one. Just try to mimic that exact same swing, right? Couple more and then we'll start, all right? Keep that racket face flat. Good. Landon is very cerebral. He's a great student. He'll put into play and into action exactly what we talk about. So what I always try to tell him is we want to keep that racket face flat, right? I want it to literally mirror the front wall.
Listen to this.
So I know that when the ball comes and hits my racket face, see how flat it is? And it's just, it's literally mirroring the front wall. If the ball's here, Landon, where's it going to go, right? If that racket face is that way, if it's cut up or down. So I'm always in my hand before I hit that ball, trying to get that racket face as flat as I can, both forehand and backhand, all right? People talk, right, like spin, do I cut it, do I top spin? No, this isn't tennis, this isn't pickleball. That was a bomb. Now I want to swing hard. You ready? All right. Leo, can you hear me? Simone, can you hear me?
We're still here. We have a question when you get a break.
Go ahead, go. I'm ready. I'm strapping on the ball bag. You want to grab some water before we get going here? It's up to you. Go ahead. What's the question?
Question is, would the USAR ever help international players from outside the U.S. or Central and South America to come and play at the KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles?
Say that again. That was confusing. Would the USA?
Would the USRA ever help international players from outside the U.S.?
They don't have to help international players. The international players have the most help there is in the world. I wish I was an international player. The amount of money they get, as far as funding from their governments, and literally stipends as athletes is incomparable. We don't get that. Nobody gets that. That was one of the reasons why a lot of the top pros, Leo, Cliff Swain, John Ellis, when he was done with that, Jason Menino, even when I went full-time tour, we just stopped playing internationally because there was a financial benefit didn't make sense for us. And at the time, our sponsors were paying us very well. So we couldn't justify, making that switch. I did the US team. I loved it. It was great. But international doesn't need help. Actually, our players need more help. All right, Landon. So we're going to start short first, and then we're going to work our way back. I want you to go just down the line, okay? You show me somebody that can hit down the line, and I'll show you somebody that can win points, games, and matches. All right, ready? So we're going to start right. See how Landon's starting a little distance? Because I don't want him to, in racquetball, we're always moving our feet. And one of the things we got to work on is making sure Landon gets to the ball nice and quiet, nice and relaxed, Landon, nice and efficient, and don't overhit it. Just go down the line, control it, 2 bounces before the back wall. Ready? Get here, right? Get here, get there. Good. Another shuffle, and you're right on it. Good. That was quiet, but then you kind of jabbed at it. Good, right? Rack it up. Good. Get that racket up a little bit earlier. Keep that racket face flat. You feel that turn a little bit? Move over a little bit. Good. I'm always going to challenge him. Good. Because if I challenge him, he'll be a lot more ready than when he'll be a lot more ready for the match. Good. Let's keep it tighter to the wall. Don't skip that, right?
What's the target or the measurement on the wall?
Yeah. So the target or your measurement where Landon's trying to hit it, all we're trying to do is that right there. Perfect. That's perfect. I want 2 bounces before the back wall. Depending on the level, depending on the skill set, depending how hard he hits it, will determine the height of where he's hitting it on the front wall. But what he's trying to do is find his power, his speed, his rhythm, and just keep it from coming off the back wall. Like that was a good shot, except I don't know if you guys saw it came off the back wall.
Yeah.
That's good. So if you saw that, excellent. He slowed that swing speed down to about 80% again. Good. Now mimic that again. Perfect. Love it. Keep it tight. Ready? Keep it down the line. You were a little bit inside that. I know you felt it. Now you pulled it, right? So you overcompensated. Now fix it in the middle. Ready? Get set. Reset. Here we go. Nice and quiet down there on the bottom half. Hey, stay down and through. Focus. Here we go. Move over a little bit. Get that racket up a little bit earlier. Excellent. Perfect. Ready? Let's mirror that. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's finish strong. I love it. I love it. Keep it in tight. Beautiful. I mean, you know, this is a C player, Leo. He's at times hitting, you know, elite and low elite. I mean, that's open power right there. I don't know if you guys can really get that feel. Beautiful. Hey, good footwork, nice strong legs. Let's finish strong here. Give me a couple good ones and we'll pick them up. Don't aim. That was an aim, okay? Hit it. Trust yourself. Give me a good down the line right here. Boom. Good. All right, let's pick him up. Excellent. Yeah, what I don't want him to do, Leo, is overhit. You know, a lot of amateurs, they want to hit as hard as they possibly can. And look at him. You know, he's built like a pro wrestler. So he wants to hit it hard. He's a collegiate baseball player. Now, you know, transitioned here into racquetball. So his natural instinct is he wants to just take a full rip at it, which is good, but I got to make sure he keeps it off the back wall and doesn't overhit.
So the full focus on that down the line isn't really a measurement. It's like you said, it's 2 bounces before the short line.
Before the back wall. Actually.
Or before the back wall,
So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I would define...
you know, obviously you got to hit it low, but...
2 bounces before the short line we would consider a kill shot, right? But it just depends on your level. Like I'm swinging about 40%.
You're still getting the 2 bounces before the back wall, yeah.
That's it. Now, if I swing a little harder, I'm still getting 2 bounces. So it just depends on height and speed, angle of attack on the ball, and that comes with feel. There is no, this is the only way to do it my way, it's the right way, any other way is wrong. The player, I call it like, it's his stock swing, right? We talked about this, Leo, I think off camera. You know, when I first started working with Landon, show me, let me see you hit the ball, right? So actually, go ahead, drop and hit, right? This is the perfect way to see someone swing. Just let him drop and hit if I go grab somebody, okay? So I took this, and then you work with that, right? So this is Landon's stock swing, right? And then we build from there. Because I don't want to come in and then move everything. That would be like telling me, you know what you see, when you see somebody that looks robotic, they probably didn't take, or when they learned how to hit a racquetball properly, because you can learn how to hit it properly while not everything is perfect, okay? I don't want him to look robotic. Did you ever see like these like robotic kind of look like this?
Mm-hmm.
You can see that.
It's still out there.
Yeah, I want him to be nice, quiet, natural, and then we'll work from there. All right, let's do another round. We're going to back him up a little bit deeper, right? So for everybody at home, if you can find an outdoor wall, something I used to do all the time, I'd go as far back as I could I mean, 60, 70, 80 feet to try to execute shots. Because once we're in here, you know, we're really only hitting from 38 feet or up. We're never really 40 feet. What are the measurements of a court, Landon? Do you know? Yep. Everybody out there know that, Leo? See who doesn't know it. I'm not going to say it. What are the
Type it in the
exact
chat.
measurements of the court? You better know that. I'm going to do another quick round, Leo. So if you have any questions, you can fire them at me.
Yep,
So if
we'll be
Landon
listening.
hears me, okay, ready? Get it back up a little bit. I want him to start back a little bit. Ready? Rack it up and attack. Okay, so now he's got to make that adjustment. Rack it up, attack. I want him really quiet on the approach and then just pummel his prey. Good. So we're going to come up nice and gentle and then attack. Show it some love. Set. Ready? Be stable, okay? You need a good foundation, nice and balanced. Back up a little bit. Get set. See, so as we go deeper, you know, Landon's just really, that was perfect. Give me another one of that. Record that in your head and do it again with your body. Excellent. Beautiful. Same thing. So here's the beauty, right? You can do it once or twice. You can do it consistently like a pro. It just depends. Good. Set. Get set. Leo, ask me when this round is over about the speed at which I'm dropping the balls and doing the drill, okay? And why I'm not rushing through it. Hey, head down, watch contact, just like you're hitting a baseball, right? What am I doing with a baseball? I'm not doing this, right? I'm here. My head's down on the ball, and then I'm following it through to the front wall. You ready? Set, rack it up, athletic position. You gotta get that racket head a little faster. It's kind of flailing behind. Now the adjustment comes.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you're just now joining us, we're watching a live on-court training session.
One more shuffle. Get there.
If you have questions for Sudsy, now is the time to put them in the comments. Good morning. It's Monday. We are getting ready.
Excellent.
Or I should say Landon is getting ready for the KWM
Legs.
Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Championships in Highlands Ranch,
Legs.
Colorado.
Good.
This is some cool stuff, y'all. Nobody else in the sport
Hey, get that rack
is
up.
doing this right now, live.
I don't want you down. I don't want you coming from here to here to here. There's so much, right? There's so many mistakes and so many things that can happen from here to here to here. All right? Where I'm making contact with the ball is the runway of the plane that you're going to be traveling in on Wednesday. I want my pilot to come in nice and smooth. If he does this, that's no fun. I was actually, last flight we had, I told you, we had to go around. So Veronica and I were coming in. We're like 50 feet off the ground, Leo. I don't know if you've ever had this happen. I mean, literally 50 feet. Engine is just straight back up. Never fun. White knuckle moment. So I want you here nice and smooth to the ball. So we're racket prep up to the ball. To the ball. We're not going down, up, back. Get set. Back up a little bit. Let's finish strong before we pick them up. Get that. That's all footwork. Got to get to the ball. Get to the ball. Good. See that? I can sometimes see it, Leo, a lot of times before they even hit it, if it's going to be good. That one he was on top of too much, right? So he's really learning the footwork is so important, especially at this level getting going. And trust me, if you get a C player that can consistently hit it down the line, they're not going to be in the C's very long. Don't slow the swing speed down, okay? Get through it. Everything nice and 80%. Ready? Stay down on it. Excellent. Good. Let's pick them up. Yeah, Leo. So one of the things you'll notice, do you guys have me, Simone, Leo? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're just not in the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so one of the things you'll see when I'm doing this drill, in contrast to what you see sometimes online, is I'm not doing it super fast. There is a reason for that. I need players, in this case Landon, to be able to execute the shot. I can get him his physical workout outside or separate. He's still working out. You ask him if he's getting a workout, hitting all, whatever it is, 25, 30 balls. okay? I'll get him his physical workout. What I don't want him doing is developing bad habits, like worrying about rushing to the ball, getting set, hitting the ball again, getting set, hitting the ball again. I want you to execute the shot. We'll work on the footwork, we'll work on the speed. But I gotta say, Leo, sometimes I chuckle when I see some of the videos out there. Execute the shot. Show me that first.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We are in the middle of an
Ready for
on-court
backhand?
training
Want to
session.
hit a couple just to keep them warm?
Sudsy Monchik and Landon Frank.
Let's come up a little bit. We're going to go to the backhand side now, and then I'll
If you
get
have any
Landon
questions about training, whether it's at
So we're going to
altitude
go
or
here,
not
same thing,
altitude,
nice and easy.
type them in the
Give me-
comments and I will
Give me
ask
70%
Sudsy
swing, keep it
directly.
down the line. Engage, get low, okay? Here we go. Let it drop. Move over a little bit, good. Stay down on it and came up, right? 70%.
Let me say hi to some people while they're training. Jesse, good morning. Amir. Big Al. Noel. Mike Kinkin. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Live on the court. Pretty cool, huh? Nobody else in the sport has done this. I know, all the coaches out there are doing some online training with clients, but how cool is this that Landon and Sudsy both agreed to come live online and take you inside the court to show you one-on-one training as Landon gets ready. Playing 2 divisions, KWM Gutterman, world singles and doubles.
There's a pretty wild, there's this wild setting in these headsets that the louder it is, so like when there's that bang
lowers it
from the ball, it kind of mutes it. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So like it'll go off for a second. That means you're
a good noise canceling Bose headphones.
Right. These are the Beats.
Oh, the Beats, even better.
I have no idea. I just know they were on sale. Okay, you got it. That lead shoulder.
All right, let's listen in.
This lead shoulder is going to replicate and is going to make the ball do whatever that shoulder is doing. So if I had an imaginary connection to my front right shoulder where righty's hitting a backhand, and I was locked in on this ball, if I come up, see the ball's going to come up. If I go down, the ball's going to go down. All right. So I want to stay level, but then the angle of attack will determine what the ball is. All right. So keep that front shoulder into the ball. So it's going to look like that, like that. I'm coming at the ball. I'm not doing this. Ready? Set. Now drive it into the front wall. Love it. Love it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I hope, Leo, you can see that improvement right away right there.
Absolutely.
Right? So came up. Drive it to the front. All right, we just have to make that adjustment.
And what were you emphasizing again?
I'll tell you as soon as this bag is over. Look at that. That's beautiful. Amazing adjustment right there, Landon. Don't get all pumped up. I'm purposely pumping your brain up. Keep it simple. Attack. Good.
Wow.
You can be amped up and still attack aggressively, right? Be nice and controlled. Attack. Good. Ready? I love it. So clean right there. It's beautiful. You hit too many good ones in a row, so I want his brain to register that and his body to register that. We'll get right back to it. I don't want to turn that really good round into a potentially not such a good round. That was a great round for him right there. It's a C player hitting backhands that A players aren't hitting consistently. So we'll get back to that. I'm going to constantly challenge and trick his brain too into thinking, wow, that's awesome. That's great. That's perfect. So now he's going to continue to do it. He's going to repeat it. His brain's going to remember that. There's times where I'll say, hey, if you're having a really crappy day and have the time, get off the court and come back. Okay. Or on the flip side, Leo, you're having an amazing day. Wow, this is the best training session I've had in a year. Hurry up and get out while it's still good, because you're going to want nothing to do but jump back on the court to continue. So there's all these these things we gotta think about while we're training, preparing, getting ready.
Give us that nugget again about the leading shoulder. I was trying to listen to that more intently, and I missed.
Landon, go grab some water. Okay? I'm gonna show them the lead shoulder real quick. So I'll let Landon grab some water. So when we're hitting the ball, right, on the backhand especially, since it's our dominant hand in this case, Leo, the ball is going to do whatever this lead shoulder does. So if I swing up, right, imagine the ball's connected to my shoulder. Is this a good view angle you could see?
Yes.
So if my shoulder's like this and I hit, ball's going to go that way.
Yeah.
Okay? If I'm level and I swing, ball's going to go that way. If I'm down, it's going to go this way. Okay? So what I was telling Landon to do is really dig in and drive with that lead shoulder and get a level swing. All right? I want to keep that lead shoulder down. I want to keep it down and drive it into the ball. I don't want to pop up. That's what I was telling Landon. And he had an amazing round right there. I'm going to back him up. So it should, and I want it to get a little more difficult for him, because the deeper he is, if you can execute from back here, the easier it is as we move forward, right? That was one of the things I would always do, is train from as deep as possible. Ready? We're gonna do it a little deeper now. And again, I'm gonna keep Landon off to my left shoulder because I want him moving into the ball, not just standing still, dropping and hitting. All right? Back up a little bit. Ready? Here we go. Down the line, keep it nice and controlled. So you're a little further back, right? Swing speed's got to go up a bit. Angle of attack. Set. You're aiming, right? You're aiming. Don't aim. Right up. Don't aim. Don't aim. Just hit. Good. Now make the adjustment.
Say hi to some people in here. Good morning, Norm. Good morning, Howard. Welcome. On-court training live with Sudsy and Landon.
Keep that shoulder in. Keep that shoulder tucked. Keep that shoulder nice and tucked.
Landon's getting ready for KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Championships. It starts in 3 days. Can you believe it? We're finally here.
Down and through. Come on.
August 10th through the 13th.
Don't reach. You're lunging for that. Get there. Shuffle. Good. Excellent.
There's so many.
That was what I'm talking about. I could see it before he gets to it, just on his footwork. I could just look at his feet. You know, a lot of times I'll size up a player. I'll size up a competitor, and I'm just looking at his lower half. How is he moving to the ball? All right? Ready? Set. See, Landon's getting a workout. He's breathing. I don't need to rapid fire this. I need him to learn to execute the shot. Don't worry about where it goes. You'll know where it goes. You won't have to look. Beautiful. See that? You didn't look at that one. Oh,
wow, man.
Look at this.
What a difference.
Yeah. Again.
Smacking him.
Yes. Yes, sir. Come on. Keep it down the line. You got to win that point. Leo, that's not a men's C backhand, brother. I'm sorry.
Vast improvement.
Come on. Stay with it. Stay with it. We're going to finish strong here. Good. Keep it up. Ready? Come on. You're putting on a show. It's like a highlight reel.
Marking that.
Get move over. Hey. Now, focus. We never end on a negative. We will never end on a skip. Or one that's flying off the back leg. Set. Hey, legs. My man. That was awesome. That was fantastic. Hope you guys really were able to see that right there, Leo. The adjustment that he made, you know, about a quarter of the way through with that bag. And he was just, crushing balls, man. That's what I'm looking for. If I can see him do that in training and practice, I know we can translate that into games and matches. And, you know, he's relentless too. He's a relentless competitor. He just wants to improve So I know that's going to have him feeling good. And then he's going to go duplicate that and try to hit that. You know, I tell him all the time, you got to hit about 20,000 of those before I tell you that you're going to win the Nationals, which you could.
Is this what most players should be doing before a big tournament? Because some people think, well, I need to rest before the tournament, or I need to take a few days off. I mean, how important is it to still stay in a rhythm?
Let's do lunges from the back to the front. Ready? Yeah, I mean, again, it depends on the level of play. A week out of an event, I'm not going to lift any weights. I'm going to stay active. Veronica's doing the same. It's going to be like a light, active training. In this case, I probably, for a pro level player, would not do this much. But Landon, he doesn't have that core time yet, right? So it's okay for him, and he's not going to get sore or injured. He's going to continue. I want him to just be confident. I want him to go into the event confident. I want him to go into the event ready. I want him to feel good knowing that, hey, I prepared. I was training properly. Now let's see what happens. Because once that door shuts, Leo, I got news for you. You know, I know there's a lot of players that maybe depend or rely on coaches sitting outside. You got to first rely on yourself. You got to trust and believe in yourself. We're there for support. And if we see something that you may want to know, but the first thing I want to see is he trusts and has his own feel. Okay. I want him to feel the game, feel the situation, feel the moment. I can't do that. I can't go in and hit the shots for him. So, you know, I want each player, I think their preparation prior to a tournament is probably different. I would, if I was playing in the pro division this weekend, you know, going out there still wanting to be the best in the world, this week would be just really like light hitting, dialing in on specific things, a lot of serving. I would get in the box and, you know, I might have a session of just hitting drive serves and stuff like that. And then off court would be a lot of stretching and biking, very low impact stuff so that I'm nice and fresh and ready to go once the event starts. I don't want to overdo it because you can overtrain also. We see it all the time. You know, the best example and the best way to see that are those players that you kind of see they hit a wall, right? Like they do this good, but guess what? They're probably that good in practice and training too. Whereas I don't mind being down here in practice and training because guess where I'm going during an event? Up there. I want to be able to have that spike. I don't want to always be here. I don't want to train at the level that I'm going to compete. For me, I don't believe that. I can't be the player in practice that I'm going to be at 10-10 in the tiebreaker of the U.S. Open final. I want my mind and body to feel that like a different moment.
Hey, Suds, Simone's in the ear. She wants us. She said time's expired, but can we a few more minutes with you guys, and then we'd love to continue.
Sure.
Just one more little segment.
Yeah. Now I'm going to actually hit the ball to the front wall, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to attack it. And again, we're just building confidence. We're going to start on the forehand side. So, you know, he's going to get a ton of opportunities. That's all I want him to do. I want him to get moving to the ball, okay, and just attack it. Good. Excellent. That was beautiful. Same thing. Did you see that? That's all we're trying to do right there. Don't forget, you know, you're looking at a guy that started playing in October or November. You're a little bit behind that one, Landon. Get to it. You know, he's got to learn. He's got to learn the bounces still, where it's going to be in his swing path. Now make the adjustment, and this is what I want him to learn too. Right here, what he's going to have to do. He's got to make that adjustment. Good. That's better than a skip. There's nothing negative about that. Okay, good. You're still in the rally. You're still in the fight. If you skip it, you're not. Right? Now you gave it to him. But if we keep it off the floor, we're still in the fight. You're a little bit behind it. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but he's like one half a shuffle away from the ball. Give me one more shuffle. Make sure you're there, okay? Go get it. Can you feel that? You're kind of a little bit behind. Okay. Let that drop and go attack it. Good. Just inside. Use those legs, brother. Legs. Good. Don't overhit. Hitting it harder is not going to make it better. That was beautiful. Like that's an elite level shot right there. I don't know if you heard the power and the shot, but now we got to develop consistency. Instead of 1 out of 10, you know, at the C level, if he hits a few of those out of 10, he's going to be okay. But as you get better, you're going to have to be better at executing these as you move up in level, right?
When did Landon start playing racquetball?
Late October. I would say October, November.
Wow.
I think Mark, his dad, said, you know, I could do whatever I can to get him better, just not allowed to beat him.
What other sports did Landon play?
Landon was a state wrestler, and he also was a collegiate baseball player. So he's definitely edgy. Rack it up. They're a little inconsistent, right? Get that, rack it up and engage the lower half. Don't just get to it and think because you're strong and athletic that you're going to hit it from there, okay? Fundamentals. Fundamentals at the highest level. That's what the best players in the world do. We just do it. Excellent. We just do it more consistently. You were there, but that one, that lead shoulder went flying up, right? Let that drop. Let it drop. Good. Beautiful. Excellent. And pounce. Good. Let's go. Let's finish strong, right? It's always how we finish. Let it drop. Down the line. We'll get to the pinches. I need down the lines. Rack it up, attack. Ready? Shake off the negative. Oh, that's a problem. That's deep. Yeah, I don't want. So that one I would tell him to go to the ceiling. Ready? Let's win this point. Nope, we don't end on skips, right? We keep it positive always. Going overhead. Hey, stay strong and balanced. You're kind of getting a little bit, I don't know if it's fatigue, but you're kind of just hitting through it and coming out of your stance. Come get it. One more. Yeah, I'm not going to let him off the hook that easy. So you're taking it from up here and swinging down. What do you think you're doing? Tell me what you're feeling. What are you feeling right now? Okay. So what should you do then? Let's let it drop. Let's engage. Let's make good contact and get out of here. Game point. Let it drop. Good. Pick those up. Simone, Leo, you still with me?
We're still here. Amir's loving the tips. Thank you, Amir, for the
Amir,
comments.
amigo. What's up, Amir? Who else is out there, Leo? Anybody out there? These impromptus, you never know.
Oh, we got a good audience watching. I think people are more engaged in listening and watching intently, just like I am. So,
are they buying your shirts? Are they ordering any of your awesome shirts?
look at that beautiful shirt. I will have shirts for sale in Colorado. Come see me. Come find me. I'm only going to have about 25 of the racquetball shirts. Sudsy and Vero, thank y'all for supporting me. I love these. Hottest shirt on the internet. And real quick, Suds, I want to put up a graphic real quick and remind people about the Treasure Coast
Yes, sir.
coming up. That will be, let me get that. Simone, can you get that graphic up real quick? September 8th through the 10th, event number 9 of 10. Go to sudsymonchik.com, get registered. This event will sell out.
Trying to get you there too, Leo. We might have a surprise pro player come in.
Still looking for a sponsor, so if you'd love to be part of a Beyond the Court experience, help me get to Florida, I'd appreciate it. Contact Sudsy or I, and yeah, let's have some fun with it. You know, we always have a good time there in Florida. It's a great crew, and Sudsy and Veer always put on a great tournament. Keith Lewis, our tournament director, does an amazing job. So go get signed up. It will sell out September 8th through the 10th.
Say again?
Also, while I'm here, thank you guys for.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it just depends. Question, Leo.
Our Frank Hotels experience. Don't forget, go to frankhotels.com. Use booking code Sudsy.
I want to repeat that. Hey, Leo, can you hear me?
I got you.
So Landon asked a great question. He said, you know, because of the altitude, he heard that a specific player, I won't mention his name, had said that he, you know, he's going to hit a lot of lob serves. Is that accurate? Is that what he said? So he said, how do I feel about that? Yeah, I mean, I think it's important that you always are able to hit and execute any serve, right? What's going to be the difference? This exact same motion here at sea level, which is a perfect lob. We didn't see that, Leo. If there was a coffee cup back there, it would have landed right in the corner. Is going to bounce different than in Colorado. That might come off the back wall. So it's making that adjustment, but you're getting there Wednesday. So let's work on a couple lobs, right? Let's get in there and let's hit some lobs. And you know, at your level, it's not accurate. What they teach you is, right, hit everything to the backhand. I don't believe in that, right? You got to attack both sides. That's not how we do it. So let's hit a couple lobs. Let's take a look at Landon's form. Touch on that, Leo, and then if Simone and you guys are good to go, you know, Landon and I will be out here another couple hours. Go ahead, buddy. All right, so you want to get that. Let's first talk about that. I want that racket face behind the ball. Just a couple quick pointers. I want to hit the ball as it's on the rise, right? I told you that. So I'm going to bounce it. Now, some people say, do I bounce it hard? Do I let it go? It's whatever your feel is. What I don't want is you coming under it like a pendulum, all right? I want you to rotate your shoulders and finish this swing. I'm still finishing with my belly button facing the front wall. You forget what you see the pros do, right? I mean, you could see Alvy do this or, you know, Kane do that. Forget that. Learn the basics and then do that at the highest level. So I'm going to get my racket face behind the ball. I'm going to make contact as the ball's on the rise, and I'm going to rotate my shoulders still. Okay, I'm still rotating my shoulders. All right? Don't wave at it. Don't stab at it. Don't wrist it. On the rise and good. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. You see that, Leo? That was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
That was a beautiful serve. I wish you could see deep in the corner. All right, let's try one to the right, okay? So look, same thing. That face is going to get behind the ball, up on the rise. Turn, rotate. Now that's the feel. So see how that came off the back wall? All right, let's get that feel. This is a feel thing. Where do you want to hit it on the front wall? How far over the short line? That's good. Look at that. I don't know if you could see that. That was great. Do it again. You hit that on the throat, right? So you want to get good, clean contact. Take your time. Push that ball up there. This is the one time, Leo, I don't mind a racquetball player keeping, there you go, beautiful, look at that. Keeping a straight wrist, right? So when we're hitting a racquetball, our wrist is breaking when we hit it, forehand, backhand, drive serves. On a lob serve, can you see this okay?
Yes.
See how stiff my wrist is? Look, I'm not going to break it. I'm just going to. That's what I want you to do. Let the racket do the work. Let the ball's momentum do it also because he's hitting it on the rise.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching this
Excellent.
live on-court training session with Sudsy and Landon. Landon's getting ready, as you see the graphic on the screen, for the KWM World Singles and Doubles Open Championships presented by R&B
Excellent.
Spells.
That's perfect in Colorado.
We can't wait to see everybody there. This is what it's all about, on-court training, live with Sudsy. We can't wait to see how Landon does in the tournament. Sudsy will also be playing in the tournament with Landon's dad, Mark Frank.
And Charles George.
And Charles George in another division. Big Charles out of Texas. Big baller. So many storylines. Go ahead.
Charles lives in Colorado. There you go.
Well, he's lived in Texas. So, once you live in Texas, we claim you forever.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that.
You and Vero moved temporarily here, and we'll claim you too.
That was the spot we were looking at. Get that deeper. Come on. So this is feel, Leo. Like there's no magic. You know, for everybody at home, if you get frustrated doing this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
Go hit 100 of them. He's got to get the feel of where to hit that and how to hit it, and the swing speed and the mechanics. You know, we could stand here a whole practice session and do it. He's got to get that feel. It'd be like, he's a baseball player. What do you do before you swing? They make you bunt. They make you bunt. They want you to see the ball. They want you to feel the ball, right? The same thing on this. You know, Alvaro once told me, because I joke with him about his annoying ceiling balls and lob serves, he said what he does a lot in practice, just to work on his feel, is he takes a ball and a racket, and he tries to get it as close to the ceiling, right, without hitting the ceiling. So see that? See like how this is what, so Alvaro's actually doing that. How close can I get it to the ceiling without hitting the ceiling? And he just works on his feel. So there's many different ways to go about it. Pretty cool, right?
Amir asks if you could serve a lob serve in the center of the court.
You can serve a lob serve from wherever you want. Serve one from the middle.
No, I'm saying, can it land in the center? You want to serve in the center.
I don't want to hit it in the center because then it's gonna. That's look at that. That was perfect, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna put me in a bad position because as the server, I want to be in center court. So if Landon hits it in the middle to me, he's gonna have to give up one side of the court, or I'm gonna put one at 180 in his back.
Yeah.
I would never do that, Leo. I would never do that.
Never. Except in Dallas. Thank you for the question, Amir.
How's Simone doing back there?
Simone says we're ready to wrap it up, and
give me 3 good ones to the left, and then we'll go through. You can keep talking. 3 to the right.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you got anything out of this live on-court session, compliments of Sudsy and Landon, go to the Venmo. Thank you for the support. Simone and I thank you. You can go to at SudsyM, if you have Venmo. Go to the website, go register for Treasure Coast number 9, get signed up.
One more, another one, and then we'll hit to the right.
Everybody's looking forward to Denver.
Oh, beautiful.
Leo,
why don't you tell me what's going on this week? How you and I are going to be live on Wednesday.
We may be live in the air.
We're going to come right, yeah.
I'm not going to give it all away, but don't be surprised if you see Sudsy and I in the air live together. I'll just leave it at that.
Are we getting a private jet from KWM or Frank Hotels? I like the sounds of that.
Oh, boy. Hey, really quick, though, I've got a graphic on the screen I want to show everybody.
Good.
And say thank you to KWM and Frank Hotels for the Beyond the Court bonus. $2,000 will be given out at this tournament. $1,000 will be given to a male and a female pro who exemplify professionalism on and off the court, not just winning. Look at the categories: competitiveness, heart, desire, impact, engagement, ambassador, spirit. Who's going to stand out at this tournament? It's going to be cool. We're going to hopefully present the award live online. So thank you, KWM and Frank Hotels, for that awesome bonus. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's so cool. Mark and Keith, thank you. You guys already do so much. Keith Miner, you're single-handedly keeping our sport alive right now with all these events. Excellent, Landon. I came up with this idea. I said just to recognize a couple of pros, and everybody's in it. It doesn't matter if you're Conrado and Paola or you're Landon playing in the pro division. Who really represents racquetball the best as a professional? They don't make enough money, racquetball professionals. We don't, make enough money, in my opinion. But it is, we love it. It's for the passion. And let me tell you, that $1,000 to the male or female is a huge help. I mean, that'll basically pay all their expenses or whatever it may pay. Maybe it goes in their pocket. They deserve it. And really, Leo, as you know, I thought it was fair. The only pro that's not allowed to win it would be Veronica. That would obviously just not be fair. But so we're going to look for that. You never know who's watching. I really, as a professional being at the club, so many good things happened to me in my career without even knowing, Leo. I was introduced to somebody and I didn't even know they were watching, but they just liked the way I did something. And I got to be honest, it was not just go to the left now, Landon. It wasn't just about the winning of matches or tournaments. It was actually a lot more stuff that happened beyond the court, not to be cliche. So yeah, we'll be looking, Leo, myself, Keith, Mark. We invited Gene Fry to be part of that consultation. And, I'm sure we'll ask a couple of our, the ladies that we know, their opinions as well, as long as they're not in it to win it, so to speak. So Frank Hotels, Mark Frank, KWM, Keith Miner, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to wrap this up, this on-court free drilling session. We appreciate Sudsy and Landon doing this. I'm going to take us out, and as we leave, we're just going to watch these guys hit. The stream will end, and as Sudsy always says, get on a court, go play some ball, and we will see everybody in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. But you may see Sudsy and I before that.
You may
on a plane.
you may see us a lot sooner.
All right,
I'm
guys.
thinking Wednesday, Leo. We got to bring the love on Wednesday on the way out there.
I agree. Stay tuned, huh?
We will see everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna get Landon working here. I'm gonna make him sweat. I gotta, you know, one thing we didn't show, Leo. How do you prepare for that light air in those lungs? All right, we gotta be ready. Have Landon ready, executing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you share the feed. We really hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. Go get one of Leo's shirts.
Thank you for the plug. Bye, guys. Have an amazing day.
Excellent. Come on. Down and through. Go out. Go in with it like the tide and out. Don't wait for it. You get caught waiting, you're doing something wrong. Go. Good. Get those feet moving. Come on. Nice and quiet, and then attack. Let it drop.